So, this is a video I didn't think I'd be making for, I don't know, at least another few months, probably until the Pixel 7 came out, but there we go. Today we're going to unbox, and I'm going to give you my initial impressions of the Pixel 6. Let's go. Alright, so, unboxing the Pixel 6. I have here the 128GB black option. Google calls it sort of stormy something, whatever. Wonderful marketing name. Lifting up the top, you get, of course, the phone, as one would hope. Taking it out of the box, you can see, oh yeah, it is very, very glossy. Picks up all the fingerprints and all the dust. Setting that aside, in the box, you get a USB-C to C charging cable, as well as a USB-C to USB-A OTG. It's an adapter so that you can plug it in, transfer your information from your old phone, your old device, whatever. There's no charging brick because Google cares about the environment. Down here, you get your paperwork. Most important part of any unboxing. This is my favorite thing because, as our king Flossie Carter does, you pluck it, you file it to the side, and you forget it ever exists. As well as a SIM removal tool. There. The phone has been unboxed. It's been taken out of the box. That's it. It's just, I've taken the phone out of the box. Great job. Let's go on my impressions. Alright, so the Pixel 6. That was my very haphazard unboxing. I actually filmed an unboxing the other day, and then it didn't work. So I'm redoing this, and I'm just combining it, because now you only have to watch one video to get my unboxing and my initial impressions. Efficiency. So, starting off, 24 hours been using this phone. First thing, this phone is big. I purchased the Pixel 5 instead of the 6, specifically because the Pixel 5 was smaller and more durable. And both of those things seem true. This is a big phone. It is difficult to use in one hand. It is heavy, not quite as heavy as I was actually expecting it to be, which is good. That's a plus. But it's a big phone. And it's also probably not going to be very durable. I mean, it's glass and metal on every side. I do like the kind of squarish but rounded design. It does feel nice in the hand. It does look very nice. I do wish that I'd gotten the sort of seafoam color because that look harkens back to the Panda Pixel 2 XL and Pixel 4 XL, which I think were the most beautiful Pixels and frankly some of the most beautiful phones ever created. But this phone is big, as I've noticed. It is heavy, it is wide, I cannot wrap my hands around it, but it's a big phone. Now of course that does come with some benefits, like it's a very big screen, which is very nice, I will say. I used it to watch some Netflix, some YouTube. It's great for that. There were some people who, talked about it being a lower quality screen, especially compared to the 6 Pro, which, I mean, I kind of understand because it's a cheaper phone. I wouldn't expect it to have the utmost best panel included. So far, the screen, it looks very good to me. It's sharp, it's very detailed, colors pop, blacks do look very good. The 90Hz screen refresh rate is great. It feels very, very smooth overall. It does attract a lot of fingerprints. It is very easy to get fingerprints on here, both the front and the back. So overall, the design is very nice after 24 hours. I also barely noticed because, frankly, the moment I stopped filming this, I put it in a case because it is glass and metal, and I don't want to crack this thing because that's a worry. It's going to crack, it's going to shatter, it's going to slip. This is a slick phone. You will put it down on a surface and it will slide immediately. So the design feels very nice. So far, the screen looks very good. I've also found performance to be great on this thing. I honestly thought that the Pixel 5 was very fast and it felt very fluid because of that 90Hz display and Google's optimization. And this phone feels faster. I notice a difference. Things just feel smoother. And I also like Android 12 on here far more than I like it on the Pixel 5. Using Android 12 on here just feels right. Like I get what Google was going for with Android 12. It just feels very smooth. Now, I'm actually on an older security patch. I'm on the November patch. I'm going to update to the January one for security reasons. But so far, I've run into a few bugs. When switching into low battery mode, I'll sometimes get this issue where the home screen has to redraw, it freezes and disappears, and then I have to turn the screen on and off, and that gets it to turn on. And I also had an issue when I initially set up the phone where data wouldn't transfer, which was a little weird. But power cycling the phone, turning it off fully and turning it on again, fixed that problem. Otherwise, I mean, granted, I've only been using this for a day. I haven't had any cellular connectivity issues. I haven't had any Wi-Fi issues, no bugs really connecting in things. A few places where it's kind of stuttered and dropped a few frames, but it hasn't really been a big deal. Also, the fingerprint scanner, not my favorite. As everyone has said, yes, it is slower, but that's not really my problem with it. My main issue is that when you use it, so it's an optical scanner. This is my first experience with under-display fingerprint readers, really. And when you use it, the screen flashes. The scanner flashes because it's shining a light on your fingerprint to see your print, to actually be able to read it and unlock. But it also brightens the screen, which at night is very frustrating because it gets really bright suddenly. I haven't had the bug that some people have experienced where it recognizes their right finger worse than their left. It's been recognizing mine fine. It's just not the fastest. And it also took more time than the Pixel 5 did to set up initially. It just felt like I was mashing and mashing that scanner, trying to get it to read my finger. But I do like that it's on the front because that means that I can use my index fingers. So I can use this phone, I can unlock it when it's lying on a desk or table, which before my 5, it was just an extra step. You just had to pick it up to actually unlock, which it's not a huge deal, but it got annoying. Next, haptics. These things feel great. It's actually kind of a problem because these feel really good, and I thought that the Pixel 5s felt really good. But if I don't keep this phone, I'm going back to my Pixel 5, and those haptics don't feel nearly as good. This just feels so much sharper and more detailed, and it makes the phone feel like it's interacting with you, not just you're interacting with it. Google has put so many places for haptic response throughout the OS that it feels just so much more alive than before. It feels really good. After a day, I do miss these symmetrical bezels. I don't know exactly why they're not here because there is kind of a chin and then even bezels elsewhere. My guess is this is actually frankly a repackaged Samsung design with how much Samsung worked with Google on the Pixel, and Samsung wasn't able to do it. I don't know why Google couldn't have included it, because they did it on the Pixel 5. It may be patented, copyrighted, whatever, by whatever company built and manufactured the Pixel 5, and Samsung doesn't have access to that technology. I don't know. This is just my theories. But as a consumer, I miss those symmetrical bezels, because I thought they looked really good. It's just been a day that I've been using this, so it is still too early for me to comment on battery life. I can say that I started using this phone at around 8 o'clock in the morning, and it is now 12 o'clock a.m. and I'm at 29%, which is frankly pretty good. It may not be exactly 2-day battery life, but it got me through my day. There were a few times though that I did use low power mode just to conserve battery. And I also haven't really gotten to look at most of the Tensor features yet, like live caption, live translate. I have tried out Magic Eraser, which was scarily good for the fact that it was on my phone. So overall, 24 hours later, I've greatly enjoyed actually using the Pixel 6. It's a great phone. I'm learning to deal with the size. I don't like that it's premium glass and metal, because that leads to durability issues, but so far, I'm having a great experience with this, and I'm very excited to review it. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a comment down below if you've picked up one of these, what are your thoughts on it, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.